So you guys are on the just cutting edge just by being here tonight. So here's the rules. There's 10 slides, 5 minutes, no crying, and there will be judgment. So what we've done is Jake Johnson and I have each created a deck for each other. And he will present mine, and I will present his. And we've never seen this deck before. So it's going to be interesting. So at the end, we're going to ask you to judge us on 3 things. How many buzzwords we use, if we had any sense of continuity, and just general awesomeness.
Judge before you start?
Yeah. You're already well ahead of the curve right now. Yes, please judge constantly.
So is buzzwords good or bad?
More buzzwords is good. If you can just toss in, I mean, really we're trying to just create some sort of paradigm shift in your thinking and create a little more serious between the presenters and the audience. All right? So,
aspect of drinking to this as well?
Yes.
yes, yeah. Whenever you hear a buzzword, yeah, feel free to take a sip. So, Jake and I have been drinking coffee all day, and we are just really, really excited to give this presentation. So, without further ado, I give you Jake Johnson and BDW's first BattleDecks.
Hi, I'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight, and I'm ready to start. So here is what I'm going to bring. We're going to talk about geolocation in caves in the deep, deep earth, because really a lot of people are being excluded right now. They can't check into Foursquare because they can't get a signal down in their layer. And so if we can really bring these apps together where satellites become more powerful and we can just jet down 100 miles to the earth and get to this layer here, that's where we're really going to see the world come together of geolocation and hobbits under the ground. It might take us a while because the future, we might have to go back. And so I talked to Marty, and he's okay with us using the DeLorean. We have to do some restoration. But back to the hobbits underground. It's really, really hard for them. They're excluded. They're feeling bad that all this cool stuff's happening on, the Earth's crust. So how do we get there? It's like, well, what's going on? What is here? So we have some definite maps of the future and where these caves and their locations are to get to that underground layer. And so Google's done some really cool stuff. They're like, all right, we've done Street View, we've done, this Earth thing. Let's do core out. So they're drilling right now. We don't even this is top secret stuff. Drills to find these underground layers. You can see that the recent release of the movie of hot tubs and the future are somewhat correlated with the synergy between Google and the movie. It's quite cumbersome, but the first 10 minutes of the actual drilling, they already found it. So all this money is invested, and Google's like, oh crap! Now who are we gonna put the blame on? So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick Glenn back. Okay, so we're gonna just push the blame off on him that they invested all this money to find this underground layer, and now it's like, well, okay, blame him. Moving on. So I can't move on quite yet. Dang it! 30 seconds. So I think this might be Glenn Beck's escape vehicle from the angry mob of investors that invested in this super technical, highly specific drilling technology to find these hobbits that we talked about in the very first slide. And so this is his escape vehicle because they're like an angry mob coming after him right now. And it's really bad because all of this just started with some simple geolocation technology. Communications. How can we communicate that it's not really anyone's fault that these people were left out? And the simple solution to that could be chat roulette, or it could be men dressed in leopard suits, sitting at their computer with a college kid in his dorm room. That's a little weird. We don't know exactly how we're going to really, kind of bring this communication together. But with AOL keyword search and Google, I think the collective innovation and collaboration that we're going to see from this merger is going to be top of the line. It's really going to thrust us into the future where we've already definitely located with Google Maps. So we just have to pick that point and just start walking, I guess. So AOL keyword search is great. So I guess at the end of the AOL keyword search, we're introducing a new feature that actually interrupts you during the first the time you're reading it, and Kanye West breaks in. He says, "Yo, future, I'm gonna let you happen right now, but the greatest moment of all time." So I mean, that's classic Kanye. It's pop culture mixed with interruption. So, in conclusion, we have geo-based location services for hobbits under the ground. We have a merger between Google and AOL keyword searches. We know the future and where it is because of Google Maps. And Kanye West is probably the greatest hip-hop artist of our century. Thank you very much.